Hey my frugal friends, wagwan, welcome and welcome back to my channel. Frugality is Life. Thank you so much for being here. So I hope you guys are doing well. We're gonna take a little stroll down memory lane because sometimes it's good to look back so you can look forward and just be grateful for how far you've come. And I was sitting and a pop-up came of a notification that Billy from Save with Rosie, she was running a few of my videos, and she went all the way back, I think, to videos when I just started my YouTube channel. So I started my YouTube channel 3 years ago, so that's 2023. And yeah, I don't know if you guys have ever gone to look back on your first set of videos from where you started, but it's been a while for me. Let's just say that it's been a while for me, but I feel like it's always great. So thank you so much, Billy, first of all, for planting the seed to kind of getting me looking back, right? Because sometimes we don't like to look back. Sometimes we just want to steadily focus on ahead, be going ahead, and there's nothing wrong with that. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. But sometimes to appreciate how far you've come, you have to look at your journey, which means you have to look back, right? So thank you, Billy, for that. So I had this planner, not planner, but like a notebook, and I picked this up 3 years ago or so, maybe more, from like a Marshall's. And it said, "For I know the plans I have for you," Jeremiah 29 verse 11. And I started my channel, right? I think it was around the same time I picked this up, or probably before, not sure. But I saw this planner in the video I was doing because I was writing down my bills. So inside, you will see my bills back then. So this was 2023. This was the list of my bills, right, back then. I'm going to go through that in a second. But I want to also go back, because I've told you guys that my husband and I paid off debt and all these things. But let's go back, right? Because I know a lot of people may be new to my channel, and if you are new or fairly new, or you joined the last, I don't know, few months, I want to just go back to this. So in 2023, prior to 2023, my husband and I had some debt. We had that from like a lemon vehicle that was a lemon. I have that whole story on my channel if you want to go back. It's in the title. And we also had some debt from like my husband is a truck driver, so the truck engine to his truck went down. Cost us like over 30K. It went down twice, so 30K times 2. That's what happened. So we've been paying off debt for a while. In 2023, we were left with the last bit of debt, right? It was about 30K. And I sat down and I printed these off, and I said, we're gonna pay this off, right? We're gonna pay this off. So we had a car loan, and that was $5,274, and this was like, see the date, January 6th. It's good to keep records. I don't like to throw things away because I like to be able to go back and look, and I didn't throw this away. So we paid this car off. The date we paid this off was November 7th, it seemed, right? Yeah. And this was paid off, $5,274. We had a line of credit that was also paid off. This line of credit was $16,750, and we paid this off. And these are balances as of January 6th, 2023. So we had owed more than this prior, but we've been paying everything off upon this point, right? And this was the last like 30K we had left. And so this was $16,750. We paid it off December 2023. And I remember paying this off because this was some money that, as you can see, it says $7,000. This was some money I had cashed off. So what I cashed off that year, and I was closing out the year like I usually do in December, I took all this cash, which was the $7,800 that was left, and I went to the bank, paid everything off. Remember that so clearly. And that was when we became debt free, right? Like, yeah, this was when we became debt free, December 22nd. But we also had like a credit card, and on the credit card was this money, $6,800 that we started the year with. Again, these were more, right? And I also paid this off. This was about September, October 2023. So that was paid off. So look, guys, look. I am so grateful to have kept these. And I implore you, I encourage you, go on to Debt Free Charts. See, debtfreecharts.com. If you have not yet, if you have debt you're paying off, and print out these charts, because the visual is just so amazing to look at your journey to see how far you've come. The other thing is that our goal was to save 90K to pay down our house, or to purchase a house, sorry. We didn't end up saving 90K. As you can see here, we saved, I think, 57K, and we went ahead and paid and bought a house. So no, this whole thing was not everything we paid on the house, but like we didn't pay the whole entire thing, but we had some money left over, right? So that to say, you know, it's good to keep track and to look at your journey. So this whole total is about 30K roughly that we paid off in 2023. 2023 we became debt free, 100% debt free, nothing owed, zero. We didn't owe for a car anymore. We didn't have credit card debt. We didn't have a line of credit debt. We had nothing, no debt. And so we stepped into 2024, a full year of having no debt, and was able to save. By the end December, by October, like Octoberish of 2025, we decided, hey, we have enough money, let's start looking for a place and let's move. And by December, we were closing on a home. January, we moved into this house that we have right now. So I'm just so grateful for this journey. I thank God. I'm so grateful to God, because I could not do any of this without him. We could not do anything like this without him. So God first, thank you. I'm so grateful. And I'm so grateful that we were able to do this together, my husband and I, and to get where we are. So if you have not looked at your past to be grateful for where you are today, I implore you to do so. Sometimes, you know, your story may not be like mine. You may still have debt. You may still have this. You may still have, but I'm sure along the way, you have made some sort of progress. You have done something to be proud of. And to be proud of it means you need to be grateful for it. And so look back at your journey. Look how far you've come. What you've been able to accomplish. So if you're still paying debt, be encouraged. You can do it. You will do it. You get to the end of the road. I was able to do it. My husband was able to do it. Listen, your journey may not be like ours. You may not have the income we have. You may have more than we do. You may have less than we do. You may not have, you know, the life we have, because everyone's journey, everyone's life is different. But I implore you, just keep going, keep being consistent, and you will get there. So what I want to do now, in the video that I saw that Billy tagged me, I was writing out my expenses, and I want to do that. I want to do that with you guys. I'm opening a whole book here because I want to make sure I know the numbers. I didn't prep for this, my bad. But I want to go through and compare my bills. This was 2023, guys. This was 2023. So I want to compare my bills 2023 and 2026. And I think we're going to be shocked at where we are. So we are in April. This is 2026, right? We're going to compare against what we did here. So if you can't see so clearly, you can always zoom in on your screen. All right. So fixed expenses. Let's talk about it. So fixed expenses, back then I'm not going to put the due dates. I'm just going to tell you what expenses are and the amounts right now compared to back then. So back then we had rent. We were paying $1,087.27 for rent. We lived in a small 400 square feet, 1-bedroom apartment, 1-bedroom plus den apartment. Now we live in a home. It's like, I think 1,800 square feet. Not massive, but it's good enough size for both of us. All right. So back then we were paying rent for that amount. Now we're paying a mortgage. And the mortgage is, let's say $2,800. To kind of round it up a little bit. Then with the mortgage, there is also property tax. Now I don't pay property tax every single month because I'm on sort of like a plan with my city, and so I have a 10-month plan that I was worked wonders last year, so I'm back on that 10-month plan this year. And so it's a 10-month plan. So my property tax I pay is like $4,000 a year. So I actually pay about $419.20 runabout for the property tax. This is not every single month, but it's for 10 months, right? Then back then we had, so of course back then is rent. You don't have anything with rent. Rent is rent, right? But then I had a car loan. Like we had a car loan we pay twice a month. We don't have a car loan. We do have insurance. So I'm gonna just put here. Yeah, I'm just gonna put here. Yeah, well, yeah. Let's leave that out. We have insurance. And now I have car and home. So for car, we pay 300 and I'm just double checking here, $450. And for home, I pay $66.88. Right? And this is monthly. I'm just gonna put the frequency. So this is monthly. This is 10 months. This is monthly. So this is monthly too. Okay, good. So compared to what we were paying before, my car was $220. Why my car is $3 or $4? I don't know. I moved to a different city and I thought that, my car insurance would go down. It went up. I don't know. But car insurance is a big scam. Anyway, and then apartment insurance, I was paying $52.18. I'm now paying $66.88 for home insurance. So huge difference there. I'm definitely paying over $100 more. All right, so then phone bill. So phone, I'm still with the same provider and I'm definitely thinking of leaving them because it's ridiculous. Back then we owed for our phones too. So when we paid off everything in December 2023, we also paid off our phones. Forgot to talk about that. That was another $2,000. So we paid off our phones, so we were completely we were on a plan, so we paid off our phones. So back then we were paying $262.27 per month. Now I'm paying roughly $184.19. And this is about to go up. Can you believe it? And we don't owe for the phone. It's our phones. Ridiculous. So I'm about to try to see if we can find a better provider. Internet. Back then, I'm with the same provider, actually. I have no issues with them here and there, but we deal with it. Back then, I was paying $62.14 for internet. Now, for internet, I am paying... What do you guys think? $62.14. Isn't that something? You know how I have been able to keep this the same? Constantly renegotiating my bill. So this is the same, guys. Absolutely same like what we were paying that like 3 years ago. But look at the phone bill. Absolutely ridiculous. Anyway, I don't have Netflix anymore, but we pay for a streaming service with our security service provider. So it's a TELUS streaming we have, and it has Netflix, it has Amazon Prime, it has Disney and all the different things. Not that I watch it all, but anywho, and this cost me $25.99 a month. Right? So Netflix, look at the cost, and this has everything including Amazon Prime. So this is a way better deal, right? Then I now have security. So I have a security system. I didn't have it before because I was in an apartment or I'm in a house. And for my security system, I pay around $37.86 per month. I think my ink is dying, guys. Okay. Okay, next, Apple. I still have Apple storage. This is killing me that I have to switch the ink, but we're gonna keep going. And now I pay $4.19 for Apple compared to $3.99. Yeah. Also monthly. And we still have this movie box that we pay $7 for. I think it's still $7, yeah. I think we still pay $7. And I pay this for the year. I pay a yearly amount, but anyway, it's still monthly. But usually I just pay the amount for the year and forget about it. So that's where we are, guys. Let me see if I'm missing anything. Sorry for the sniffles. Let me see. So yeah, I'm missing. So some variable. Let's talk about the variable stuff right now. So variable. We're going down to variable. We're gonna add that up in a second. We have the same hydro. And for hydro back then, I was doing a range of like 60 to 220, right? Depends on what time of year it is. Now, my bill is like 80 to 120. Can you believe that? Like 120 in the winter is the highest it's ever gone. But look here, it was going to 220. That was a 400 square feet apartment in the city, in Toronto. And now I'm so much less. I also pay, we have a water heater. So we pay for the rental of the water heater. Yeah. And that's like $93.32. This is actually fixed, I think. And this is monthly. Sorry guys for the sniffles. And we pay, what else am I missing? I think that's it. We also have where we pay for so this is hydro. We also pay for gas, like home heating kind of gas. And that is 109, about 109 per month, but it is variable. So this is like gas / water. Okay. And then I may mix up some. I may have mixed something up here. Anyway, that's next thing we pay. Oh, I forgot this. Now we have maintenance fees or condo fees. And this is, I pay $195. Forgot about that. And this is monthly. Okay. Let's see what else we're missing. So we have I'm just counting here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay, it will be 14. And then we have the same 407 ETR. I still have that. This is like the toll highway, but I still have like something I pay annually, and I think I pay about $40 annually for like the rental of the equipment, and then I pay as I use. As I go on the 407 on the paid highway, I pay that. I no longer pay for parking at the office, but then I pay for transportation to the office. And this is I'm gonna say this cost me about $75 to $100 monthly. And then gas. So gas, I actually do the same for gas. Gas, I put like $60 in my tank, and it serves me because now I just drive to the station, the train station, and then go on the train for work. And then $60 kind of was like a monthly amount. Like it's no longer weekly or bi-weekly, it's more like monthly. So between 60 and 100, I will say. Let's put it there for monthly, because I don't really do a lot of driving anymore. And then groceries back then I was doing 150 to 250 bi-weekly, guys. Now I do about 300 to about 400 again bi-weekly. Yeah. Yeah. Sometimes it's way less, sometimes it's like yeah. Sometimes it's just 300, sometimes it's 250, sometimes like it ranges. You know. Yeah. It depends. And in groceries I'm also adding like household items, cleaning supplies, you know, toilet paper, paper towel, all the things in that total. I no longer pay for laundry, and then I had my nails, and nails is it's about $100 to $150. So do the whole thing, right? Yeah, and then I didn't have hair back then, but here my hair my hair has to get done. Now I go to a hairdresser once every 7 weeks, and it cost me about $155. And yeah, the rest of the maintenance I do by myself. So that's it, guys. Do we want to add it up and see how it compares? Let's do it. So we have 2,800 plus 41920 plus, let's see. One thing I know for sure, it's not gonna be cheaper than renting. One thing I know for sure, it ain't gonna be cheap. Well, also, you know what? This was also 3 years ago, right? But we got some more bills plus 3. So this is about 4,106.95. And then for Hydra, I'm just gonna go with the lower amount. So 80, 93, 92, 109, 40, 75, 60, 300, 100, 155. So this is about, let's see. So back then, so I mean, of course this is more because if I added the higher amount, but back then it ranges from 575. Well, there were some missing items, but anyhow, to 1,005. No, it ranges like literally it's doubled. But everything's doubled, guys. Doubled. Look, 21. No, it's 4,000. Like, yeah. So like literally expenses have doubled since 2023. But it's not necessarily like it has doubled. It's just I'm paying a lot more. I have a lot more expenses now as a homeowner, and I'm in a different like time of my life. So, you know, back in 2023, I was conserving, and my husband and I was doing my hair, and you know, I wasn't doing but my nails were cheaper. Like, you know, certain things was way cheaper then. Car insurance and how apartment insurance, those were cheaper. Different things. But now I'm paying more things. Like back then I only paid my rent. Now I pay my mortgage and property tax and maintenance fees, right? That's a lot compared to back then. But guys, that's it. That's a breakdown. Literally, my expenses have doubled since 2023. Has my salary doubled? No, but we're grateful for what we have, and we just, you know, we are thankful. That's not how things go. When bills will double, your salary don't necessarily always follow suit, right? Don't we know that? But we are definitely earning more because I have gone through several rounds of increases. My husband, like, yeah, it's God has provided, and we are grateful. So yeah, it's good to take a walk on memory lane now and again, see how far you've come, and just be grateful. So I'm definitely grateful. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you made it to the end of this video, please leave me a house below, because yeah, with a house comes more bills. Yeah. So thank you guys so much. Until next time, keep watching, stay frugal, and walk good. Bye.